Thank you to Acorns and Liquid IV for sponsoring this video. More on them in just a bit. Students of the Reject Dojo, we are back. It is time. It is part 3 of season 6. 6 divided by 3 is 2, and there are 2 people to my left and right, collectively speaking. We are the Cobra Guys, and I'm very excited to be sharing this final run with you. It doesn't feel real, and it's not gonna until we're on the last episode, but G, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good right now.
Yeah?
Got a little bit of sleep.
Woo!
Did the rewatch of Cobra Kai season 6 part 1 and 2. Feeling solidified on things I feel about the season. But it's Cobra Kai. I am at the end of the day, like, we watch these guys grow as friends and we watch these kids grow up. You know, it's an emotional journey.
It's like
to
the
say
3
goodbye.
of us.
It's true.
It is like the 3 of us.
We've all come of age here.
Yeah,
and
so
Rizio.
I'm going to miss it.
I'm gonna miss
And
it
you
too.
guys trained at that Cobra Kai dojo. Just saying. Just saying.
That's correct. That's correct.
You know what? We ended on cut the feed, so start the feed. I'm doing great. I had a muffin before this. The steak or whatever was all sold out. I think that Sensei took it, so I'm doing great. I'm excited. I've been waiting for this moment since the cut the feed moment from that Iceland coach from D2 the Mighty Ducks. So I'm doing fantastic. I can't wait. And I also even watched the 2010 Karate Kid film, which, by the way, if you haven't seen the reaction from Aaron Tara, it's great. Go check it out. By the way, John, how are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm okay. There's been a lot of things passing through my brain today, so my cells are vibrating, and I'm excited to kind of put all my focus into one place for the first time this afternoon. And again, to share, this is a milestone. This has been a long time. Like, YouTube originals used to exist, and this was one of them. And now we're here on this interestingly distributed final season, and I've grown to love the world of Karate Kid and Cobra Kai, partly due to this, because it, has so successfully, built upon and also revitalized, that love that we all have for the original. So this is really cool, and I'm glad that we all made it here. None of us died along the way in some kind of freak karate accident. And hey, if you are still here rocking with us, leave a like on the video. Let us know you're out there. Leave a comment how you feeling about this final stretch of the season. We're going to go through it pretty quickly here, episode after episode, and then we'll probably do a big, full series review retrospective at the very end. But I'm excited to hop into this. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, obviously. Karate chop it, kick it, whatever you got to do to get notified when these last handful of episodes come your way. Prepper, thank you guys for chopping these highlights down, doing the hard work. We appreciate you very much. Also, if you want to get the full Karate Kid Cobra Kai experience alongside Greg, Andrew, and myself, come on over to patreon.com/realrejects. Sync up with your own Netflix copy, because we can't show you the whole thing, otherwise we'll get shut down. But that's where you can see everything that doesn't make these reaction highlights. Every granular moment, plus all the stuff that Greg and I got streaming over there with reaction highlights and watch-alongs included. I think it's time, guys. Let's do this thing.
Is it time?
Soon.
Back in the cave?
Whoa.
Oh, he passed away.
They're burying Kwon.
Kwon, that makes more sense.
In a real coffin.
It's the outfit, yeah.
I learned the difference between a casket and a coffin, and the coffin bows out at the top.
What about his family?
He did not have one. We have been his family since he was a boy.
Well, he seemed like a really ungrateful son, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Like a bit of a brat.
This is my fault. I caused this.
You did bring the knife.
And he dropped it.
Sooner or later, we will face his consequences.
Holy shit, this is really going.
Yeah,
I mean,
oh my
he
God.
authored this whole culture
This
here.
tone right now, it's...
This guy's actually a little scary, honestly.
Oh, we're doing a pyre, damn.
Honor.
Yeah.
Wow.
What are they gonna do now?
This is freaking epic and dark.
But who won the Sekai Taikai?
Ooh, that black eye, too. That shiner.
Yeah. Well, he
Red text, baby. Red text. 1 month later. Okay.
College may not be in the
Oh, we got Dior Baird back.
That's an extra course. If he can catch up on the material, can he close the credit gap?
That's great that she's there. Support him.
If I may,
Oh.
there's always a way to fast
Robbie's
track these things,
stepdad?
especially for talented kids like Robbie.
Who is that guy?
I don't know.
Robbie's unlikely to go professional in his chosen sport, so we can support him by speaking our truth on that.
Gonna be an MMA fighter.
Speaking our truth.
You know, I once had a dream of building my life around field hockey.
Field hockey.
She was in season 1, this teacher.
Robbie was this close to being a world champion in karate.
Yeah, well, I was really good at field hockey.
Fight her.
Look at trade school and other alternative paths.
Midway Industrial Trading.
I think that's the way that Grux goes to.
Yeah.
Daniel sold another car? Is it just me, or does it feel like the whole Barcelona thing never happened?
No, there's something off with him, psychologically.
He's been in denial.
The poor dude saw
I heard he was the one who flipped the kid over.
flipped him over. What is he, a pancake?
Yeah.
Didn't you guys watch it on TV? Probably on YouTube by now.
Nice sale, cuz. Want me to grab a bonsai?
No more bonsais to customers.
Oh, is Miyagi life-shattering? It's been shattered, his view of Miyagi.
The anniversary party's in 2 days, okay? And guess what? I want this to be the best one ever, okay? So you're on decorating duty just like the old days.
The old days before karate, when we were junior salesmen painting off billboards?
Yeah, see? You got it.
I understood that reference.
Come on, coffee's down, will ya?
Coffees are for closers.
Wow, he's becoming a totally different boss. Poor guy rejecting the Miyagi in him.
That guy I just sold a car to works in admissions at UCLA.
For Sam?
He thinks Sam has a great shot
Yep.
at getting in.
Oh, so did you give the old friends, family, and paisan discount?
Nah, come on, we don't need to grease the wheels for her. She's got everything set up perfectly, right?
How does Amanda get hotter every season? I don't understand. She gets like better looking.
She's bathing in karate adrenochrome.
Great school, close to home, safe and happy.
Oh, that does sound nice.
She seems like she's enjoying this new side.
There is something deeply wrong with that man right now.
He's not balanced.
Yeah, man. He's throwing himself into work so he doesn't have to deal with all this.
Gunther, you're holding so much tension.
That's the guy who said cut the feed
Let's get this a deep dive on Gunther.
from D2, the Mighty Ducks.
Mr. Braun.
Oh my God.
God damn it.
This guy.
Terry!
Ew.
I don't recall inviting you. In fact, I did not want to be found at all.
We're going to restart the Sekai Taikai.
The Sekai Taikai, karate in general, has gotten a whole lot of attention lately.
Yeah, that's
That is true. We'll probably get way more attention.
There's no such thing as bad publicity. I believe you just quoted P.T. Barnum, a man famous for running a circus.
I guess Bianca's living proof
and
of
not
that.
running it very ethically.
You're gonna let this be the legacy of the Sekai Taikai.
Smart play.
The tournament is canceled. There is no alternative. No, there's something better. An opportunity.
The All Valley Tournament.
Yes. Oh my God.
What happened was a freak accident with a foreign object off the map.
Exactly. It wasn't happening during the actual match.
My PR guys will eat this for breakfast. You're a true negotiator.
True manipulator.
So, Terry.
Right down to the strategy of entering while I was in an awkward state. Taking the high ground. I always have the high ground.
That's right. I'm a
As
true
he-
Obi-Wan.
As he stands above him.
I admit, the Sekai Taikai ending on my watch would be devastating. Neither of us want it all to end so abruptly.
Think of your legacy, Braun.
That a competitor died, and we will honor him, not bury his memory. The last images of the Sekai Taikai can be him, bloody and...
Yeah, he's really bothered.
As much as he's manipulating, he is making a point.
That's what makes a great manipulation.
No, I'm learning from this guy. I could really use some of these pointers.
Get
he's
better
got.
at this, John.
The only way we could even consider restarting
Hefty investment.
is if everyone, and I mean everyone, is fully on board.
Including the one that punched you?
Yeah.
I don't know if the Russian one would be on board. I mean, they were disqualified for reasons that made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere.
We don't have to decide now. We can discuss this.
조용.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
We will return to tournament, and we will avenge our student.
This guy just feels like out of some weird karate fantasy movie.
I mean it 100%. He's literally a Pai Mei guy.
I keep trying to take it like super serious.
Drinking
but
from the fountain of youth.
Yeah.
And we will require special lesson.
He's like the combination of like, mystical sensei in a
what
70s
is
kung
that?
fu movie, but also like a Bond villain.
Death touch.
So these are the moves to kill, and it looks like she's going to be in conflict over time about it.
Do the 5-point palm exploding heart technique.
That looks like it really hurts.
Kwon was your student. You pick him special.
Has anyone seen Tory there?
Now he is dead.
He just recapped last part.
Jesus. Till you bleed.
Isn't that what she did to Tory?
In a sense.
I trained special student once.
Whoa.
His name was a Ton.
I learned Tang Soo Do during the Korean War under Master Kim Sung-yeol.
Oh,
man.
Yeah, I remember him.
I like how they brought that back. That's a cool full circle moment. Made me like this character implementation a little, like kind of quite a bit more. Like that's pretty cool.
아니, 민서!
Oh.
We learn by punishment.
That's true. Whenever I met...
Woo! Jesus, man. I was gonna say, is that a rib broken? You gonna punch his xiphoid up into his heart?
He's gonna have trouble breathing for a good while. Do I have to get in there? Can I just do the breaking the hand thing?
How many students about to quit today? Oh. These sound effects.
Terrible
Literally
karate.
just gonna kill each other.
So, we said in the woods, how are they supposed to compete against this? I'm curious how they compete against that.
Stingray's got something.
We continue tomorrow.
Take a break.
I really wish they were the way they are as brutal and as great as they are in the woods.
They were like that in the tournament?
The actual tournament, yeah.
Greg, don't do that to me when I mess up, please.
Kids are really struggling with this tournament being ripped away. So close to the end.
I know, but we need to move on. There's no other choice.
I don't know.
You're on balloon duty.
Come on, man.
God, you're gonna love it.
Bullshit.
Did you hear who your dad sold a car to this morning?
That's all he wants to talk about.
A big shot at UCLA admissions.
UCLA.
Sell a car to someone who can help Robby get into school.
Wow, Sam, that's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's still early, though.
Yeah.
I like the continuity and keeping the marks from the tournament on their face.
Oh, well, it could just mean being closer to home, man. Being closer to UCLA.
That is true.
Perfect.
Is that really where she wants to go?
Be right back, Bruins fans.
Uh-oh.
She's clearly not happy.
Hello? Sensei Lawrence is here, too.
The Sekai Taikai is back.
Lol.
Did they say when they're gonna start it back up? A couple
man.
weeks, month or two?
In the distance with the window.
Why? You don't think everyone's gonna be back on board?
No, because I'm not.
Oh.
You said we were moving on because we don't have a choice. Now we do.
Yeah.
They definitely shot this with higher quality cameras. Looks like film. There's more depth.
There's nothing else to talk about.
Please.
I'm sorry. I made my decision.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I understand this. It's also like strange optics too at the same time. Like something you'd have to really navigate.
It's like he didn't even consider it for a second.
He did.
I like how they had the blinds closed behind Danny and open behind Johnny.
I think you might have to use the Allen wrench.
I got my hands.
Nope.
Why'd we get such a complicated ass crib?
It was recommended.
By who? LaRussos again. They're everywhere.
Everywhere.
You've had so much success working for the LaRussos.
I know. They've done a lot of nice things for me lately, but I didn't expect to be a car salesman the rest of my life. No dojo of my own. It's not exactly the dream.
It's okay, man.
Sometimes life turns out that way.
Most people don't get to live their dreams. I mean, look at Miguel and Stanford.
He could still go there. 2 years at JC.
We have a lot.
Yeah, man, you got a whole family now. You got a life.
So this is where our little girl's gonna sleep.
Yeah.
It's going to make a lot of noise throughout the whole place in the living room.
It's in the center of the household.
Wasn't ready to let go of the dream.
I know.
Yeah, but your dream is your family. That's good enough.
Yeah, but karate's his passion.
Sometimes we don't get to do our passions. Watching movies and teaching baseball. Sorry, guys. Love you.
I was able to reach all the senseis. Unfortunately, the decision was not unanimous.
Let me guess. LaRusso.
It was LaRusso.
Ah!
I'm sorry, Mr.
Guy's a thorn in my side.
It's for the best.
Ever since 1985.
That satellite phone.
The rough seas, perhaps?
No, it's not that.
Throw this guy overboard to make a point.
Is he dying, Greg? Like we talked about?
I mean, it's got to be.
Tell the captain
He wants this to be his legacy?
not a friend in the valley.
Oh, he's going to actually maybe play a little nice.
He's just taking his Adderall.
Hey.
이건 날 거야.
Oh, just like Mr. Miyagi did for Daniel in Karate Kid Part 3.
Damn.
It's like, this is visually striking me.
Oh, is he pretending to be kind?
Yeah, I can't tell.
About the lesson today.
He was physically abusive.
I don't think she should be teaching this. She is not you. I've decided we are not returning to the Sekai Taikai.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Okay.
Not your decision. I made it my decision.
I did the paperwork.
Oh, that was a bold call.
You choose this path. Now you have something that no longer belongs to you.
Hand it over. I was really having a change of heart.
Yeah, someone dying because of something you accidentally did can change you, make you look at the errors of your ways.
All the pain you intend to inflict, then obstructed by the hurt that you didn't.
You are not ready.
넌 내가 아니야. 이 도장은 나와 함께 가는 거야.
이건 우리 가문의 카라테입니다. 전제 평생을 바쳤습니다.
That's all I do.
What are you going to try to prove? Come on.
걔처럼 너도 기회가 있을 거야.
You must go to the cave and cut the head off the snake.
아주 힘든 일이야.
What? What would it be?
Oh, kill me.
Oh no,
That
it
might
is.
Be that, right? Is
Yeah,
that what
the way that was framed, it did kind of look like that.
Look at my men hard at
Hey, look who's back.
Let's
Julia
go.
Macchio. Oh, they are still dating? Vanessa's back.
There's a test drive out front. They asked for you by name.
Someone with good taste.
The glitter.
Hey, LaRusso, tighten that up a little bit, huh?
Do I know you?
And never forget a LaRusso.
It was good, yeah. It was, there's a bit of a dark cloud over everything.
Oh, no, honey, not the karate stuff. I want the tea on the city, the food, the Spanish men.
Not the real thing you're thinking about.
Still got the Marissa Tomei vibes.
What are we all giddy about? UCLA.
Are you kidding?
Please,
She's not going
guys.
to UCLA. This girl is dying to get away from home.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
Okay, so we're just not having an honest conversation about this? Is that where you're all at?
Let's go.
She's got those New York chops. Don't give a F. I will tell you what I'm thinking.
Maybe we don't throw that news in the mix with him just yet.
What now?
This is so meta because that's his real daughter in real life.
I mean, he's bridezillaing all over the dealership and not talking about Barcelona at all. But you're getting what you want, so hey, no sudden movements, right?
Oh my God, Amanda's gonna learn a lesson here.
Just because you don't gotta justify it to me. I play this game too. I got a noosh right where I want it.
The karate wars being over is a good thing, and Daniel is fine.
Oh, no.
What the hell is this? I said no more bonsais. What's so hard about that?
Oh.
I thought you meant no more bonsais for customers, not like no bonsais anywhere.
I meant no more of these.
Ooh.
He's fine.
Yeah. Yep.
No. And that symbolizes Johnny dropping it in the ending of the first episode.
You're always worried
Save
about this stuff, aren't
one
you?
tree.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. It's nice.
All right, let's do this.
If you say so.
Terry?
God damn it, man. God damn it, man.
What the hell are you doing, man? Pull over.
I will after I've said my piece.
Do it now or I'll do it for you.
It's not a good idea to attack a man when he's driving.
Again, a good
Sure.
point. Dude, we got to get Vin Diesel in this scene. Go for a race.
Let's do it. LaRusso won't want to listen. Maybe we can help him.
No.
No?
Damn, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
It's a terrifying
this guy.
situation.
What about you? You want to spend the rest of your life doing test drives for LaRusso?
I mean, if anyone can handle this, Terry can handle this.
Such a master manipulator.
Get him in a vulnerable fear state situation, too.
You know, I'm not quite ready to buy yet. Let's keep talking.
Lol.
Hero was thinking he was going to have a heart-to-heart.
So what do you think the play is? Just tell the kids and then they're going to come to Daniel?
Terrence.
That's a pretty cool card. And it's silver.
They advertise those online. You could get one.
I think a cool card for me would be actual baseballs with my name on them. But people won't throw those away, you know? I actually want to keep those. 'Cause I feel like people throw cards away.
Uh-oh. Kreesawaska.
Was he poisoned or something?
So late. I made a lot of mistakes with Kwon and with Johnny.
I feel like the charge is for him to stab him, but
she wouldn't kill him, would she?
I don't think so. I think they'll mislead us.
No, she's looking at it. I think she poisoned him.
You don't need me anymore. I don't think anybody.
I wonder if Kreese knows.
It's time for men like me to step aside.
Step into a shallow grave.
It's too late for me to be a good sensei, let alone to be a good person.
You've had a lot of chances, man.
There are times in life and war where you can't show mercy. But if you devote your life to that concept, it becomes something else entirely.
It does, damn.
Just when he learned his lesson. Just when he learned.
I could never control it. Perhaps one day you can.
To accomplish that, I too need to do something difficult.
Then do it. What I said before is true. You are not your grandfather.
Uh-oh. She gonna take out Grandpa?
You will lead your dojo.
Or are they just misleading about the poison?
I think the poison for the grandpa?
And I will be proud of you for it.
No.
I think they have us right where they want us.
Yeah, right where, yeah.
Because she was looking at the drink and saying, I'm going to do that to Grandpa poison, no?
It's like, I don't know whether I would put it past them or not to do poison instead of a direct.
Watch.
Kreese was always good to her.
I'm getting tired.
Uh-oh.
I think it's time for me to rest.
This is goodbye speech.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. They might.
I don't see it ending for Kreese right here. There's no way.
And maybe they wanted us to think that, but I'm going to say they did, because that really felt like a goodbye speech.
Yeah, it definitely did.
I see it ending for Kim Da-Eun, though.
It occurred to me that you may be bottling up unresolved tension and trauma, and that you may be diverting that energy into your work.
You are wise.
It's not affecting sales.
Did you?
Yeah, she was supposed to put it in her own words. Go ahead, honey. You can do it.
I love having you at the dealership, but only if it's really you. You've gone through a lot lately.
Just brought the worst in you, man.
I'm sure it's going to get worse when Sam tells you she doesn't want to go to UCLA.
Wait.
Oh.
How dare my daughter not go where I want her to go?
I just need you to know that I will always love you. Karate or no karate.
I think she kind of prefers the latter. Yep. But she just wants him to be happy.
It's okay. We're on the last season, and we got a movie, and then we're good.
Oh, Christ.
Tier?
No, I think it's Johnny.
Hey, I guess you heard about my little blow-up, huh?
Do you trust me?
That's a loaded question.
Good.
I do.
We're just going to talk it out.
What do you...
Oh, my God, no.
Semi-right.
Oh, Christ.
Ooh.
Don't bring him to the house.
Ooh.
The animosity on his face.
You're not here hat in hand. You're playing an angle. You're just hoping you could hide it long enough to trip us up.
I'm dying. Tell him.
What is it you're afraid of? I want the tournament back on. Win or lose. I do expect it will be win. My team is that good, as you saw. I'm here with full transparency at the mercy of your decision.
Mercy, huh?
That is not your motto.
You pick the venue. You pick the refs. Everything. I will sign off, and I will cover the cost. No more games. Just closure.
And I could still pay off the refs, though.
Closure.
What is the angle? Seriously. Revenge? Is that still it? What the hell are you holding on to, Silver?
Oh, he's going to pull it out of him.
Same as everyone who wants to see this through. Everyone on my team, your team, for the sense.
Why are you hiding the fact you're going through something?
Bullshit.
Seconded.
Yeah, after that car stunt, like, seriously, dude.
Finally gonna reveal this since he was in that hospital in season 5.
You want to know why I need this?
Yes.
I'm dying.
Because it's the only thing I have left. No more mansions, and no children, no wife.
Yeah.
The only thing I can have now is one last win.
Last win.
Every moment.
Yep, see you in the hospital.
But I saw you at the hospital. You're sick.
Hey.
Damn it, Andrew, you've had that theory since day one.
Hey. I was like, what's he doing there?
Whatever decision you make for everyone.
Jesus.
It's the most fair ground, man. And I like that he's coming to being like vulnerable and being a fair warrior in this.
Well, not that I would fully ever put it past him, but it seems like the one opportunity for maybe Silver to just fight up on the level.
I mean, he didn't have some like crooked smile there. When he
Yeah,
was
I was
walking
actually
away.
waiting for that.
The second something doesn't go his way, he's gonna be as dangerous as ever.
We beat him before. We can beat him again.
Yeah, but you didn't have the Iron Dragons before.
The kids really want this, huh?
It changes things if they're in charge of who they could pick.
Terry pays them off.
Oh, I love that they're just having a genuine conversation.
I think I might need it. Maybe you do too if you're being honest with yourself.
How far they've come.
But you said you trusted me.
Until they fight again.
Oh.
The decision's to move on. We'll move on.
Hey, Johnny being the big man, the bigger man. I love it.
That was a really nice scene.
All right, let's poison Grandpa.
Got a little misty during that scene.
Or let's stab Grandpa with a dagger instead. I like how it's like they're trying to
kill Kreese.
They're trying to fake you out into thinking he's gonna do it to Kreese, but it's really the Grandpa.
Just kill them both.
Exactly.
It's the only way for her to truly be free.
Such a fake out.
네 선택이냐?
Turnover.
주견인 게 내 도장을 원해.
Uh-oh. Weakling.
Oh my God, she's gonna have a full-on fight with him.
She's gonna have to do it with her bare hands.
Oh! Ow!
Oh, shit.
Maybe Kreese will come in and help her?
Come on, Kreese. Kill him, Kreese.
Like he did as a kid. Yep.
Unlock all that rage. Unlock every last moment of trauma.
Do what you taught him. Yeah.
Kill is perfect.
Ah!
Your teachings.
I wish I hadn't taught her that now.
I mean, that's your own grandfather, though. That's gonna do a number on you.
I mean, to be fair, he
Perfect.
It's got that Ra's al Ghul angle to it a little bit.
Oh my God.
That'll destroy her, though, man. I don't think there's any turning back for her now.
Yeah, that's wild.
You were.
What did you do?
What did you do?
I needed to.
I definitely didn't stab him.
I will lead this Tojang, but I will do it my way.
I did it my way.
Didn't take the highway.
Oh! Into the fire.
You and I will see each other, John.
I'm breaking up with you.
I mean, John, you were a contribution to this.
But you still have time to be what you want to be. A good sensei,
Hey.
a good person.
I have been the bad guy for so long. I don't think I'll be able to change that.
That's some matter of perspective. I think of you as a misunderstood guy.
Pack my bags for the last time and return to the tournament.
Okay, sure.
I mean, he's got to be
Have
there.
some unfinished business.
I gotta kill Terry before I become a good guy.
Well, I mean, Terry's already dying, and I know he doesn't know that, but still.
I'm liking the vibe of this part one, this part three so far. Kind of a lot.
We are so lucky to be surrounded by friends and family, and the family that we have chosen.
Hey, chosen!
We had no idea if we'd be well received, but we built something of our own.
I'm shutting down the car dealership.
So thank you to everyone in our family, old
Hell
and
yeah.
new.
Good speech. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought she was about to have the baby.
Is it true? Is the tournament back on?
Shh, music cue.
It's true. That's what you all want.
Yeah!
Where is Tory? Yeah, good question.
Bring him on.
Yeah.
That's how you end an episode in anticipation for the next one.
Not bad at all.
All right, I'll admit it, and maybe you guys have noticed. During the holidays, I let myself go a little bit. I put on some weight, and for the past 10 days, I have successfully been in a caloric deficit. This whole new eating regimen, so staying extra hydrated has been quite crucial for me lately. So while I've been drinking tons of water, I've also been incorporating today's sponsor, again, a product I have already been using since before we partnered with them, Liquid IV. So here's why I've been leaning on their sugar-free hydration multiplier. One stick and 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone. It's powered by their LIV Hydra Science formula, which delivers 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drinks, packed with essential vitamins like B12 and vitamin C, giving me that extra boost to support recovery and energy levels. And the flavors, honestly, they're incredible. Sometimes I just mix them with my protein shakes, or I just drink them on their own. Every one I've tried is refreshing, smooth, and doesn't have that overly sweet aftertaste you get with some other products. All in all, I'm very grateful for Liquid IV. Again, I've already been using their product. While this is, yes, an agreed upon endorsement, I was like, well, it's a no-brainer to endorse them, considering how much benefits I feel when I use their product. It's made staying hydrated so much easier. So whether you're working out or cutting calories or just pushing through a busy day and don't want to take caffeine, it's one of the quickest, simplest ways to give your body what it needs to feel its best. So like, even if you're not on a strict diet or intense workout plan, staying properly hydrated supports energy levels, focus, and just overall wellness. I mean, let's face it, we could all use a little bit more balance in our lives. So if you've been thinking about trying it, or even if you haven't, take this as a sign. The fact that you made it this far, take it as a sign. Head to liquidiv.com and use code REJECTS for 20% off your first order. That's 20% off when you use code REJECTS at liquidiv.com. Give it a try. It made such a difference for me, and I think it will for you too. Thank you again, Liquid IV. Reject Nation, how are you feeling? I've been thinking a lot about feelings lately, maybe because it's New Year's, and New Year's resolutions, they can be tough to stick to, don't you know? I can't count how many times I've set a goal only to let it fizzle out by February. But what if some of those goals could be made automatic? You just need a good transition to talk about it. And you know what? I'm excited to talk about it. And it's today's sponsor, Acorns. Why I'm excited? Because I personally use Acorns myself, so it's exciting just to share it with all of you. Because they make it incredibly easy to start automatically saving and investing so your money has a chance to grow. You know, you've always heard that forever. Have your money work for you, and this is a great opportunity to do it. Here's what was told to me before I signed up, and I found it to be absolutely true. Number one, you don't need to be an expert. They recommend a diverse portfolio that fits your goals. You don't need a ton of money. You can start investing with as little as $5 or whatever spare change you got, and it's quick. You can set up your account and start investing in like 5 minutes. Because if you're anything like me, investing always felt intimidating. Felt like it was exclusive for like the people who read Rich Dad Poor Dad when they were like 2 years old. But Acorns, they made it simple, and it is pretty cool, like relief feeling how every month I get to check out my Acorns account, watch it grow for a better financial future. It's pretty awesome. So I've seen firsthand how powerful it can be, and there's also another reject here. Won't say who it is, but it's one of the two women, good clue, where they were telling me a story before I signed up for Acorns, how one time it actually got them out of a very big financial bind, and that always stuck with me because it's a reminder that small actions we take today can make a huge difference down the line. If you've been thinking about getting started with investing, or you just know you gotta get it going, here's your sign right now. You head to acorns.com/rejects or download the Acorns app to start saving and investing for your future today. Once again, acorns.com/rejects. Supporting them supports the channel, but more importantly, it supports your bank account. Because of the subject matter, there's one thing I gotta say. Paying on client endorsement. Compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns. Tier 1 compensation provided. Investing involves risk. Acorns Advisor LLC and SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/rejects. Thank you again, Acorns, for sponsoring this video.
Not BAD gang.
Hey.
We just watched season 6, episode 11. We are back on course to finish the tournament. If you're listening to this on Apple or Spotify, please leave us a 5-star rating and whatnot. Also, cool teas like all of these, as well as our new Reed's Road. Is it Richards Road or Reed's Road, Greg?
A true real reject.
I'm not a true real reject.
Richards Road.
Richards Road, as well as the Spider-Verse inspired shirt.
Why do you
Spider
sound
Club.
like Nicolas Cage when you say that?
I have to go to the page every time to read the names. I will commit them to memory, but they're really great, and they're designed in-house. So it's a lovely way to support the channel if you so desire and have the means. But gang, guys,
we got 10 minutes.
Hey.
All right.
Oh, okay. So I get all 10 minutes?
I guess so.
G, we'll let the maestro charge up here. What'd you think?
I thought it was a really good episode. I think it's a great start. I prefer this start compared to the starts of part 1 and part 2. Watching those was an interesting experience because I wasn't a huge fan of part 1. I liked the last half of part 1 significantly more, and then part 2 on the rewatch did show, like what I was telling the guys right before we filmed, of like I really do like this season a lot. I do. I still feel like overall, from those 10 episodes, I would consider it one of the weaker seasons. Overall, even it's a strange thing to say because you can still really like something, but be like, but if I'm going to rank this, it would be towards the bottom. And the reason being is because I really feel like this show has been so much about emotionality, character development, humor, family, heart, all those things, and then action comes along with that, and then the action scenes really support that. Whereas with here, in this season, it seemed like there's like a crap ton of action with some like manufactured drama. Some of the drama really works. Some of the drama really hits hard. And then other parts of the drama was feeling like a little bit forced. Some of that, though, now that we are at part 3, where I was feeling like it was manufactured drama or a little bit forced to get us to this episode and to see where this one's taken off, especially with this 1 month later break, especially after the death of Kwon, symbolizing that legacy of Cobra Kai and how dangerous it is. I feel like it's already made in retrospect some of those aspects that I wasn't a big fan of a little bit better.
Sure.
I think kicking this off with the things with the other part 1 debuts, or like the first episode of those parts, felt like they were a little bit rushed or starting over in some way, you know, right? Because it's a new start. And here, this felt like natural. It took its time. It was dramatically impactful while having some payoffs and instant character development. I thought this was a really strong start, and I like when I'm like, okay, this is actually already improving upon some aspects that I wasn't as huge of a fan of. And I know when you try to point that out, that sounds like you don't like, but it's like I really enjoyed my rewatch. I did. I really enjoyed it. But I feel like this could be a really strong way to go out. And I'm enjoying the character. I don't know how it's going to end. No one does yet. So I'm just excited to see what happens moving forward. I think this is a really, really great start.
Absolute vodka. Andrew Gordon.
I will agree with everything Greg just said. I hated season 6, part 1 and 2 as well. No, I agree with him. But having said that, this reminded me a lot of season 3, episode 1, in terms of we are dealing with the aftermath, the ramifications of the consequences of the what just happened in regards to season 2 finale. You got Miguel going off the balcony and then dealing with the aftermath and the ramifications of that. And then obviously in this with Kwon's death. And I like that as much as it's an ensemble piece, or the show has really turned even more so into an ensemble piece, with all the cast of characters, which I love. I love basically every character minus a lot of Demetri in this season. But having said that, I like that we stuck to the basics in terms of just focusing on, Terry. We focused on Kreese. I guess you can say Kim Da-Eun as well. And Daniel and John. Yeah. But I'm talking about the main core from the main trilogy.
Sure.
And Johnny and Daniel. And obviously we did focus a little bit on Robby and Samantha and Miguel as well, which I didn't mind. But I like that I think Greg made a great point about this episode really took its time on focusing on the emotional impact on just what they're going through and what they're dealing with. Yes, I love a good action sequence as much as anyone, as much as these two, but I like that that's what we were dealing with in this episode, which is going to pay off nicely when we do get to wherever the Sekai Taikai and we do get those action sequences. But just really quickly, I know we only have a few minutes, but the things that I did, again, just really seeing Daniel's shattered view of Miyagi, like no bonsais everywhere, and then, or anywhere rather, in the dealership, it's just interesting to see because he worshipped the ground that Miyagi walked on, and now to see this view of him, it's rather interesting, but sad at the same time. Obviously, we have an idea that he's probably going to have a better view of Miyagi by the end of the season, most likely. We'll see. And then also, he's got a little bit of a controlling factor in terms of, and I get it. He wants his daughter to be close to him, so I like this theme of learning to let go. He's got to let his daughter walk her own path, just like Miyagi let him walk his own path. So it's sad to see he's not understanding that. The symbolism there, but he will see that, and I like that his wife, that's what a nice relationship, a healthy relationship is seeing those kinds of things, seeing a little bit of the error of your ways when you misstep a little bit. So I like that. In regards to Johnny, I like the arc of he's finally becoming the bigger man, and also I like when Robby and Carmen know enough to hold him back when he's about to go off the rails. So, but to have that conversation with him, and also I know I make a million predictions where I'm usually wrong. It was nice to actually be right once this time where because it made no sense for him to just be at the hospital unless he could foresee 2 seasons ahead and know, I'm going to need this in the back pocket of my mind for Johnny to feel sympathy for me for this hospital scene to come through. So
what a diabolical twist.
Yeah,
that
I mean,
would
you
be.
never know. That I would not put that past Terry Silver, but and again, his master manipulation, I always love the writing with Terry. Whether it's a good episode or not, you put Terry Silver in there and give me master manipulation, Terry Silver, I'm always happy. Also, too, I thought the stuff, again, when we're dealing with the ramifications, last thing I'll say, then I'll let you guys go. I thought it was really interesting seeing just the one scene we got with Gunther, the Iceland coach from D2 The Mighty Ducks, the guy who's in charge of the Sekai Taikai. Yeah, he was being manipulated, but again, looking at it from his perspective, is this how you, because a lot of the theme of the episode too is about legacy. It's is this how you You want to finish with the Sekai Taikai where a kid died on your watch and this is how it ends and you were in charge of this? So, yeah, he was manipulating him, but it's like, I don't think this is how you would want it to end. So I like, again, that it's all a matter of perspective and, putting yourself in, not looking at it through the black and white, in that gray area. And I liked from that perspective. I'd like to talk more, but I know we're on a little bit of time jump here. So go ahead, Jay. What did you think?
I would echo everything you guys said. And I really liked the way that this episode honed in on trust as well. And the sort of shared fragility of the fact that everybody has to agree to this and everybody has to kind of go through their coping mechanism and figure out how and why they might want to go back. And the first chunk of this season felt like it could have used a few more episodes or something like that. And then the middle chunk of this season felt pretty decently rounded. But this, at least as an outset, I would absolutely agree with that sentiment that like this feels very natural and this feels like it has, crested out of a more natural trajectory than what has actually come before it as of just this season 6. I really like that scene where they all kind of sit down and have to debate, the sort of like, can we ever trust anything Terry Silver brings to us? And you get probably as close to a genuine moment with him in the present that you possibly could. And yeah, it's you still don't trust and you still are like, I don't know about this. But yeah, with that home field advantage of like, we can choose everything. And it gives you this glimpse. Like, I don't expect Terry, like it's like Daniel said, anything gets hard, he's going to be a threat. At the same time, it does sort of create this moment where I wonder, maybe could this be the time where he actually maybe tries to fight honorably? Because I think when you're in that position and you're facing mortality, you just know what the truth is. And there's a different kind of truth when you know that you rigged something versus when you know you just earned it. And he is in there being like, we are the best and I want to prove that. Like, I'm confident we will win anyway. And to balance that off of Kreese being like, hey, I'm finally getting some perspective in my life and realizing that, I can't dedicate all of my being to this no mercy rule. I can't treat everything like it's the war, even though that has helped me survive for so long. And it makes for a really interesting question mark for him too. So like the main villains, the major villains now, I'm sitting here with expectations for them to at least fall back into their old ways before the end, because every revelation, every epiphany comes with a debate period where you try to integrate it into your actual motivation, into your being. And sometimes it's hard, you got to grapple with your shadow still, but it made for a very compelling outset to this for them, especially, not to mention, Danny, Johnny, everybody else. So.
Just one really quick thing I want to say. I think the Iron Dragons are not just the best, they're the best of the best. And also, number 2, I just want to say, I know John Kreese said a line like, I've always been the bad guy. I'm like, I would disagree with him there. In season 3, when we saw the flashbacks of him in the Vietnam War, he actually was a good guy. And when he was working in the, in that diner, in the restaurant, whatever, he actually was a good guy. Like, he always tried to help people and that kind of thing. Like, the war changed him. And that Turner guy, which I like that callback in the flashback to that, he trained. That's how he learned about Kim Sun-young. That's where I would say he, that's where he changed his ways and learned the way of the fist, and like that corrupted his mind. So I don't know. I have not always viewed John Kreese as a bad guy. I would say like he was good and he lost his fiance and, the war changed him, and that's where he that hardened him up into what he has become.
Maybe he can find somewhere that spirit before it got so beat down and so altered by all these experiences.
But that's why I love season 3 so much, because I'm like, oh my God, I never thought I'd see this side of Kreese. This is incredible. This is why he became who he became.
What's the woman's name again?
Kim Da-Eun.
Kim Da-Eun. It's really interesting how they handle that, because from part 2, it looked like she was going to be going down the exact opposite path of her grandfather. And maybe she can still teach the dojo differently. But once you kill your grandfather, that's like I don't know if this show has any real acknowledgement of psychological repercussions.
And what's funny, the man she slept with in part 2, Chosen, he almost killed Kumiko in Karate Kid Part 2, so it's like now they can maybe kill someone and
that is married. True. You tied it in. Thanks, Andrew.
And to that point about her, like there is that question too of like clearly there has been abuse and clearly she is not in a good place like with how he runs his dojo. Clearly, it seems like she would want to do something different, but she's still her grandfather's granddaughter, and some of that, even if it is altered or filtered through her perspective, will still be there. Some of that harshness, some of that elite, pushing well past the line tendency will probably still be there, and it also just again makes for an interesting question mark of where she'll go and how deep into dishonor, perhaps, or cutthroatness or no merciness she will, be willing to go, given, those traumatic memories. We flash back to her as a little girl. Like, again, these two characters have that youth element of like, this is when I was still maybe somewhat pure and maybe still had, I wasn't quite as beaten and battered and shaped by all these crazy circumstances. Can we get back there, or are you just going to always be doomed to sort of split the difference somewhere in between? But yeah, any more stray thoughts?
Nope.
Let's move on to episode 12. Thank you guys for joining us. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. And yeah, let's do this thing. Sekai Taikai! Khadija Sims or Khadija?
Ooh,
however
okay.
we say it.
We're going to do our best to guess what Khadija means right now.
All right.
John, you go first.
I am going to guess that this means beloved, chosen ambassador.
Okay, I'm going to guess killer of the night.
Ooh, yours is way cooler. Here we go. Khadija name meaning. Enter. No, I just... there we go. All right. Here we go. It's an Arabic name. Are you ready? Are you ready for some facts? It's a name for girls.
Oh, she's a girl.
Wow. Wow. Okay. That means early baby, trustworthy, or respected. It can also mean foremost, elder, the first one. It's very primordial. It's very, you're the sourdough starter
What
of
did
many
you guess?
things. What did I guess? I was so lost in the moment. Chosen, beloved, ambassador.
Okay, so you win, John. You're closer. You're closer on here.
I guess sort of.
Okay, so you're definitely you're 3 for 3 right now.
All right. I love your teddy bear and your thingy too, and your profile pic. It's
cool.
Good.